Good evening, everyone. We're going to get started in a few minutes, but we have a few housekeeping things. First, as you can see, we're filling up, so if you could all squish in so we have room for those that are still coming, we'd appreciate it. There's also overflow room out here in 115 through the double doors to your left, and out in the front, the screen will be on. Also, if you've not picked up your ribbons, please see Miss Yoho. She's got ribbons for you from the meets, so make sure you pick those up. All right, we'll get started in a couple minutes. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. If you could please take your seats, we're about to get started. All right. Good evening. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the end of year season awards for the Lancers. I'm Dan Kramick. I'm the president of the Lancers. Wanted to start off first by thanking some volunteers who've given a lot during this year to help us out. We'd like to thank our concessions, Leah Speed, Nika Robinson, Juana Gonzalez, and Ryan Dirksen. For Lapathon, Carly Giles. Spirit Week, Lauren Lejeune, sorry if I'm butchering names, Suni Smith, Krista Moore, and Hannah Gross. Pool Ops, Josh Smith and the cleanup crew and all the people that helped set up and clean up. For computer support, we have Juan Escabi and Rob Gregory. Our photographer, Judy Wright, who captured some great photos, which we're going to get to see later. Our head officials, Elizabeth Scott, Aaron Lowry, and Aaron Stoll. Our head timer, Andrew Okolo, and our head of ribbons, Miss Lacey Yoho. And if you've not picked up your ribbons, here's your second friendly reminder. Please make sure you do so before you leave. And we'd also like to give a special recognition to Miss Margie Billock, who will be stepping down as Lancer Lady. Thank you for all the countless hours and emails that you sent over the past few years. Unfortunately, she's not here tonight, but we thank her for that. And with that, I'm going to turn things over to our head coach, Ms. Lorton.
Good evening. So in case you didn't talk to me this morning, I don't have much of a voice. So this is going to be a really fun next couple of hours. So please bear with me. And I'm not the only one up here who has no voice, so just be patient with us. But we are really excited to have tonight to be able to celebrate you guys. And so if you have been with the team for a while, you know that my tradition now is that we start off the award ceremony with some data, right? Some facts, right? The teacher in me can't let it go. We have to talk about how we did. So we are going to do just that. So we're going to start with just some basic information so you guys as a team can hear what our team was made up of this year. So we had 173 competitive swimmers this year, which is about 15 more than we did last year. 33 of those swimmers was their first year on the team. So we had 33 kids that were brand new to the Lancer family this year. 10 swimmers moved from junior Lancers up to the team during the season. So that helped our 8 and under age group significantly to be able to add 10 more kids. Yeah, let's give them a big round of applause. And then if you follow our Facebook page, you will see that the wonderful Elizabeth Scott helps me out and posts every week the top 25, our swims that end up in the top 25 in the league. And that's on a Facebook post every week. And so I went through and just took an average of how many swims we typically had every week. And so on average, we had 30 swims that ended up in the top 25 in the entire league. That is amazing for our small but mighty team. And she also does the same thing with top 15 for relays. And on average, we would have 11 relays that would place in the top 15 in the entire league every single week. So that's also really incredible. So let's give a round of applause for that too. So now let's talk about today. We did not have the outcome that we wanted. I know you guys kept asking me, what's the score? And which is funny because you all have a much better idea of what the score is because you can go check the results and I don't leave. So you should be coming to tell me what the score is. But we did not get second like we had kind of hoped we would. We got third, but we did an amazing job in many other ways, dropping time, okay? And I'm gonna share you some other positive things that I saw from today. So we had the least, and the kids are gonna be excited about this. You guys ready? They know that Monday usually was the good news, bad news day. So they're used to this kind of information. Are we ready? DQs. We had the least amount of DQs that we've had all season. We only had 12. That's amazing. And we also had the least number of no-shows, meaning kids who we were planning on coming or swimming who ended up not swimming their races. And each time, so if a swimmer, I'm just explaining this to the parents because the kids and I already talked about this, but if one swimmer was entered into 3 events and that swimmer gets sick and doesn't come to the meet last minute, that counts as 3 no-shows because it's 3 swims they were supposed to be in. We only had 7 today, so that's really good too. All right, some other things we noticed that are not going to be found on a data fact sheet. First of all, I want to really recognize, especially the group that did warm-ups second this morning, because if you didn't notice, there was something that kind of happened during second warm-ups this morning, and the national anthem got played 4 minutes earlier than it was supposed to be played, and we still had kids in the water warming up. And our kids, once they realized that the national anthem was being played, stopped where they were in the water, stayed put, were silent for the national anthem. And that completely blew me away. And to make that even more impressive, who warmed up second today? The 9-10s and who? It was the 9-10s and 11-12s. So good job, you guys. It wasn't even the teenagers. It was you guys. And then last thing that I noticed about today specifically, and we all were talking about it, the spirit today. You guys were loud and proud. I even said to Coach Silas at one point tonight, we were like on the verge of kind of obnoxious in a good way. Like, it was really, really great to see everybody at the end of the lanes today, cheering on the side. You guys took advantage of it being a very excited meet, and you guys used that energy and cheered each other on. It was a beautiful thing to see. And I will tell you that that is not the first time we've noticed it this year. And we have even had parents from other teams come up and share that they absolutely love our Lancer family spirit. So that's amazing. All right, now it's time for the annual Who Dropped the Most Time competition. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, so let's start with 8 and unders. So 8 and unders, as a age group, boys and girls together, you dropped a total of 364.71 seconds, which is over 6 minutes of time. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, 9-10s. You guys dropped 1,236.83 seconds, which if you can do math that quickly in your head is 20 and a half minutes of time. And this does include today, by the way, because I went home and printed the time drop reports and we sat and added them up again. So it does include today. All right, 11-12s. 805.64 seconds, which is 13 and a half minutes. And then we get to 13-14s, and we always talk about what happens when we get to be a 13 and up, you guys. What happens? It gets harder to drop time, right? And so whenever we hand out time drop ribbons every week, I tell them that they better cheer just as loudly for the .01 time drop as they do for anything else. So 13-14s dropped 712.81 seconds, which is almost 12 minutes of time. Wow. And 15-18s. I don't know that in the 6 years that I've been here, I've been able to say this. Our 15-18s dropped more time than our 8 and unders. Our 15-18s dropped 417.22 seconds, which is 7 minutes. And I'll help you out with the math. I won't make you do that all in your head. But in total, as a team, we dropped 3,537.21 seconds, which is 59 minutes. Parents, you really need to be thanking the kids right now because we could have been on the pool deck a whole other hour today. So you can thank them later that we got done at 1 o'clock instead of 2 o'clock. That is absolutely incredible. And I love seeing that we're not just seeing the time drops in our younger age groups, we're seeing it with our older kids too. And I'm gonna use that as a segue into the next thing I'm gonna say, which is we are a very unique team. And I know everybody probably thinks that, but I really mean it. We were talking about it before you guys all got here. We have probably only about 5% of our swim team members that swim year round. That means 95% of our kids only do summer swim. Today we competed against 2 teams that have significantly more year-round swimmers than we do. Every single team that is above us in the league has more year-round swimmers than we do. And we fight so hard for every time drop, for every win. It is amazing, absolutely amazing. So I want you guys, even though we did not get first or second today, you guys need to be so proud of yourselves for the fact that we did a lot against swimmers who are in the water a lot more than you guys are, okay? We did get 16th out of 24 teams in the entire league, which again, I'm gonna say that every team above us has more year-round swimmers than we do. So that's pretty good. And then for those of you that are new to swimming and may not completely understand, our amazing computer guy, Juan, he left divisionals, and then he gets to go to like a second meet, a virtual meet, where what they do is all the computer heads in the entire league get together and they take everybody's divisionals and stick them together like we swam one big meet. And they score it, and they see what happens, okay? And that was where my 16th out of 24 in the league came from, was that cyber meet. But what's even more impressive to me is that we're talking thousands and thousands of kids, right, in the entire league, 24 teams. And if you think that we're on the smaller end of size, that means all these teams are significantly, I'd say there's definitely 15 more teams that are probably larger than we are. We had 26 swims that placed in the top 24 in the entire league. So when you put all of those teams together, we had 26 kids who had swims that were in the top 24 of the entire league. That's incredible, like absolutely incredible. You guys have just made me really, really proud. I know I get on you guys when we have team meetings, and I know we sit there and we talk about the bad news every week. There's no bad news today. There's no bad news today. I am so proud of you. The fact that we only had 12 DQs, yes, there were still one-hand touches. Yes, there were still things that we talk about that you guys know drive me crazy. But you guys came together as a team, and we tried to do something really, really big. And Coach Jonathan reminds me all the time because it's been the motto even before I was a Lancer. I remember it when I was a kid on a different team. Shh. Okay? And I remember the Lancers were always known as being small but mighty. And you guys definitely showed up and proved that today. Even though it was not the outcome we wanted, I'm so impressed with all the accomplishments that you guys have made. And if those time drop statistics weren't enough to show you what I'm talking about, like, you need to really sit and sink in what you guys accomplished as a team. Now, I do want to say, parents, as the coaches, we sat and we add up all the time drops, and it takes us quite some time, and you sometimes have to start over because we make mistakes. But I am going to send out in hopefully the next couple of days, a PDF where you're going to be able to look at child dropped throughout the course of the season. So you'll be able to see in each event the total amount that your child has dropped. Because when I tell you that we looked at the time drop reports, and even all of us sitting there counting it up, we were going, whoa, wait, look at this, whoa! Like, there was so many kids who drop such significant amount of time that we want to make sure that you guys know all of that. And so that way you don't have to go home and count up every single time drop ribbon you got either. I'm going to put it together and send it out in an email here in the next couple of days. So be on the lookout for that. All right. Are we ready to get started with awards now? What? All right. So we are going to do each age group, okay? When we call your age group, you're going to go kind of gather over there in the corner, okay? And then when we call your name, you're going to come up. Okay, here's what you're gonna do. I feel like I have to model this because we don't always listen to directions very well. Okay, we're gonna come up and we're gonna go like this. And we're gonna shake hands with every single coach. You're not gonna skip somebody because you're gonna hurt their feelings. Okay, you're gonna shake their hand. And then when you get down here to the end, your medal is gonna be placed on you. And then you're not gonna go back to your seat. Where are you gonna go? You're gonna come down here, okay? And you're gonna stand here, and we're gonna make a nice line, and then we'll get a group photo when everybody's up here. Okay? Are we good? Are we sure? Okay, you all say that confidently, but then we'll see what happens. All right, 8 and unders, I need you all to go stand over there in that corner for me, please. All right, who's reading? You're reading? Okay, so pick
I'll
up.
pick up,
read,
say it,
give.
hand it to you.
It
To
doesn't
you
have to be
or
me,
to
it can be-
Naomi?
it can be Naomi.
Naomi, you'll be putting them on people.
Joy.
How quickly do I call them? All right. All right, first up we have Ronan. Walter. Bree. Juliana. Connor. Marcelly. Miles. Berenice. David. Sabus. Mark. Nathan. Milan. Eleazar. Karis. Zoe. Audrey. Brinley. Bennett. Adeline. Anna. Lennox. Freya. Liza. Ellie. Luke. Edie. And that's it for the 8 and unders.
All right. I'm sure it's still on. So after we give every medal out, then we have some special awards we're going to do while you guys are up here. And one of those special awards is the Pentathlon Award. And the Pentathlon is even an extra big deal when you're an 8 and under. But the Pentathlon Award is for swimmers who, for the first time, got legal in all 5 events. So free, back, breast, butterfly, and IM. I love that you guys are whispering too. IM. All right, and we had 3 8 and unders that got legal for the very first time in all 5 events this year. Hold these and hand them to me. Sorry, I don't have 3 hands. I wish I did. Mark. Ellie. David. Those 3 were waiting. They knew it was coming. All right, we've got one more award that we're gonna do while you're up here, okay? We're gonna hand out our Breakthrough Award. So the Breakthrough Award is given to the boy who dropped the most time in the entire 8 and under age group, and the girl who dropped the most time in the entire 8 and under age group, okay? All right, should be behind you guys. All right, the 8 and under girl that dropped the most time with 36.44 seconds, Kara Schrock. And the boy, most improved 8 and under boy with 26.96 seconds dropped, Miles Stoll. Good job, buddy. Turn around so they can all take a picture. All right. We will also have a photo opportunity at the end of every age group. So 8 and under parents, this is your opportunity. Feel free to move, and so you can get the shot that you need or want. All right, everybody smile pretty. Okay. Everybody smile. Say cheese. Keep smiling. They're not done. Put your hands down. All right. Turn around. All right, let's give them all one big more round of applause. Nine tens, please go to the corner. Yeah, I have a pile of 8 numbers.
There's so many. Are we good? These? Alrighty. First 910. Elliot. Eli Stoll. Ethan. Zachary Kramick. Penny. Sophia J. Christopher Fairfax. Sophia S. Serena Hackett. Drake Quigley. Addie Giles. Ahona Saha. If that's all right. Archer Swink. Winnie. Cohen. Ariana. Charlotte. Dominic Jones. Esperanza. Gabriel. Griffin. Liam Moore. Landon Younger. Vincent. Malcolm. Olivia. There's two Olivias. There's two Olivias from Olivia. Sorry, that was the wrong Olivia. Olivia Lovato. Just stay here, stay here. Zyra. Yoji. Zach Thompson. Nova. Avi. Maddie Allen. Ramona. Molly. Caitlin McCrae. Hale Miller. And Harper Wardlaw. And that is all for the 9-10s.
Let's fix this situation. Yeah, that's a good answer. Down. There we go. Oh, hold on. We can finish. Hold on. I'll give you your photo op. Let me do their breakthrough awards and their pentathlon really fast. I love that you guys were on top of it. Way to go, 9-10 parents, though. That was really good. All right, so now we're gonna do our pentathlon awards. So these are the 9-10s. So for the first time, got legal in all 5 events. All right. Eli. Caitlin McCrae. Dominic Jones. Addie Giles. Yoji Stamper. Avi Griffin. Gabriel. Sophia Speed. Hale Miller. Zyra. Serena Hackett. Oh, she's right there. Sophia J. There she is. And Ramona Gross. That was a big group. Let's give them an extra round of applause for that. You make me look short. Might come stand over here. All right, breakthrough award. So if you were listening, this goes to the boy and the girl who dropped the most time, okay? So for 9-10 girls, you guys ready for this? She dropped 92.51 seconds. Yeah, you should clap before you even know who it is. Breakthrough award for 9-10 girls goes to Serena Hackett. And for the boys, he dropped 59.59 seconds. Malcolm Ginn. All right, turn on. Now 9-10 parents, you can come to your pictures. All right, turn. All right, everybody look that way. Yoji. Let's fit on this side too. Switch this way. Malcolm, scooch up. Top step.
Guys, let's go. Lord, help us out. They don't unless you roll together.
All right, let's stand over there. Literally like school pictures all over there.
All right, the 11-12s.
Come up, guys.
The person who's speaking should pick up first.
Oh, really?
Emma Kramick. Andrew Kamitsky. Jose. Sam Morgan. McKenna. Hazel. Jaden. David. Emily. Victoria. Caden. Anna. Celeste. Oliver. Fern. John Matthew. Henry. Danielle. Lexi. Jesse. Eloise. Heidi. Chloe.
Reed, Bubby Casto. Riley. Tegan. Teague. My bad. Lily. Lily Miller. Nathan Holler. Parker. Kirsten. Mila. Peyton Ann. Maddie. Noelle. Liliana. Levi. Mira. Bethany. And that's it for our 11-12s.
This is the problem when they get older, is then if I stand back here, you guys, I can't even see over them. I know. All right. So pentathlon award for the 11-12 works a little differently. It still is for if they are legal in all 5 events, but something happens when they turn 11. What happens, you guys? 50 butterfly. And so even if they earned the pentathlon award as an 8 and under or a 9-10, that first year when they become an 11-12, and if they are successful in beginning legal in a 50 butterfly, I re-recognize them again. Because that is not always a given. Just because you can swim a 25 fly does not mean that you're naturally going to be able to do it for 2 laps. So some of them are going to be getting it because they were new to the 11-12 age group, and they were able to get legal in that 50 butterfly. Okay? All right. Heidi. John Matthew. Lily Miller. Maddie. Hazel. Anna. Kirsten. Mila. Reed. Teague. Jaden. Jose. Eloise. Andrew. Oh. Emily. All right, breakthrough award. I'll come back up this way so you guys can see me. Okay, so breakthrough award for the 11-12 girls. She dropped a total of 39.55 seconds. Riley. And 11-12 boys dropped a total of 101.02 seconds. Teague. All right, let's give them all a big round of applause. And 11-12 parents, come take pictures. All right, let's give them one more round of applause. 13-14s over to the corner.
All right, first 13-14, Aubrey Crawford. Brody Hall. Kira. Eliana Holler. Emily Quigley. Ella. Isaac. Hannah Smith. Cullen. Cameron Gregory. Addie Munchie. Amelia. Anthony. Kerrigan. Allie Madison. Alex. David Carter. Gideon Smith. Addie Bales. Audrita. Silas Schrock. Leah Fairfax. Nick Sharp. Olivia Diaz. Rosie Stamper. Corey Murphy. Kylie King. Liam Dirksen. Jace Casto. Karina Morales. Sabio. Walker Hernandez. Sydney Giles. Matthias. Joanna Yoho. Jocelyn. Eva. Ariana. Jonathan McNeil. that's our 13-14s.
I feel short. All right, we do still have some pentathlon awards for our 13-14s. Eva. Kylie. Allie. Ella. Jonathan. Alex. All right, most improved girls, 13-14. Dropped a total of 65.53 seconds. Sydney Giles. And for boys 13-14, most improved, dropped a total of 62.65 seconds. Corey Murphy. All right, 13-14 parents. One more round of applause for 13-14.
I'm surprised mine's not slowly coming. Hey, 15-18s, line up. We have to do one at a time instead of having several. You just give it to them. They can put it on themselves.
It's very lonely up here. Come on, hurry up.
First 15-18, Naomi Yoho. Lily Smith. Gabby Younger. Adriana Cortez. Hannah Rogers. Jimmy Tolan. Connor Wright. Mr. Kynan. Jack Casto. Catalina Catalina. Caleb Smith. Brian Hintz. Adriana Kegler. Miss Anya Escoby. Mr. Aiden Munchie. Aaron Jeans. Xavier Brown. Chris Speed. Grace Lugo. Miss Mallory Hentz. Miss Hannah Kramick. Samantha Carter. Lincoln. Mr. McCager. Miss Rachel Scott. Mr. Ramses Mendoza. Pablo Gonzalez. Miss Olivia Dukes. Miss Sophia Salem. Mr. Titus Schrock. Mr. Stylish Yoho. Mr. Samir. Miss Madeline Brin. Macis. Mr. Torin Roscos. And Mr. Wally Stamper. Those are our 15-18s.
All right, man, goodness. We do have one pentathlon award for 15-18s. Somebody who was new to our team this year and quickly established himself as being able to be counted on in all 5 events, and that is Samir. All right. We talk about all the time how these numbers get a little bit smaller as you get older, but I'm still really impressed with what you guys were able to do. So 15-18 most improved boy dropped a total of 23.15 seconds. Jimmy Tolan. And our 15-18 girl, who dropped a total of 22.21 seconds, Anya Escabi. All right, 15, 18 parents, come on up. Smile, y'all. Come on.
my God. I didn't even get. That was right there. I know, I saw him.
All right, big round of applause for our 15, 18s. All right, next we are going to move to some specialty awards. We're going to start with awarding the High Point Award to the boy and girl in each age group that scored the most points for our team. Okay, so for our 8 and under girl, she scored a total of 137 points for our team, and that's Marcely Billock. 8 and under boy scored a total of 142 points for our team. David Moore.
Yes, David!
9-10 girl, she scored a total of 221 points for our team. Esperanza Coleman. And 9-10 boy, who scored a total of 167 points for our team, Cohen Schrock.
Oh.
11-12 girl. This young lady scored 211 points for our team. Maddie Scott. Eleven, 12 boy with a total of 219 points scored for the team. Jaden. Yep. So we had a unique situation with our 13-14 girls. We actually had a tie. So two 13-14 girls both scored 118 points for our team. The first, Adeline Bales. And the second 13-14 girl who scored 118 points for the team, Hannah Smith. 13-14 boy, who scored a total of 202 points for our team, Cameron Gregory. All right, 15-18s. 15-18 girl, she scored a total of 222 points for our team, Lily Smith. And 15-18 boy, with a total of 216 points for our team, Ramses Mendoza. Next, we're gonna recognize the boy and the girl that scored the most points overall for the whole team. This girl scored a total of 226 points for our team, Audrita Saha. And our overall high point for boy, scoring a total of 227 points, John Matthew Okolo. Let's give it a round of applause again for all our high points. And parents, if you want to come get a photo, you may go ahead and do that now. Turn around, David. Nope. Squish this way. There you go. All right, let's give them one more really big round of applause. So we had something really incredible happen at our meet last weekend. I had to think about it. It's been a while. Last weekend. It's something that does not happen very often. And when it does, it is really worth celebrating and recognizing. We had a team record that was broken. Yeah! And as I hear most of you saying, you already know who it is, but our 15-18 boys 50 back record was broken, and it was how old? I'm looking at the two of you because you're gonna know. How old was it? From 2017, okay. From 2017, it was broken with a time of 28.13 by no one other than Ramses Mendoza. But here's the best part. He broke his own record again today. So the new record is actually 27:63. Good job, buddy. You guys, this is like literally like a history in the making moment. We don't get to do this very often. This is very exciting. Good job, buddy. We're very proud of you. All right, now we're moving on to our Coaches Award. Woo! I love it. Thanks, Edie. I appreciate the excitement. All right. All right. So, Coaches Award is decided by the team of us. And when I say that it's decided by the team of us, I really mean that. Every year we have a very, 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 very long Coaches Awards meeting where we discuss swimmers who really stood out to us, swimmers who were great sports, who came to practice almost every day, or at least as much as they could on time, swimmers who maintained a positive attitude, who took their time in the water very seriously, but also know the value of having fun as part of summer swim. We talk about swimmers who, I almost said students, y'all, that's not a good sign. We talk about swimmers who have just really impressed us with their ability to maybe not even just stay within their own comfort zone, but to step outside and challenge themselves in new ways. And that looks different for everybody. And then we have this very lovely, passionate family conversation as to who we think should be awarded. There is one girl and one boy chosen for each age group. And it is a really, really big honor to be awarded a Coaches Award. And if a 9-hour awards conversation does not indicate enough to you how big of a deal that this is, please note that it was 9 hours of conversation and some distraction in there at the same time. So, if I'm real honest. So what we're going to do is that even though this was decided on by the entire coaching staff, we do have different coaches that are going to share the collective thoughts of the coaching staff for each person chosen for the Coaches Award. So we are going to start with the 8 and under boy.
Today, I have the honor of speaking about a truly remarkable swimmer who embodies what it means to blend passion with dedication and fun with fierce competition. This young athlete is someone who makes every practice a little brighter and every competition a lot more exciting. Let me introduce you to a swimmer who's an absolute dynamo in the pool, someone who brings an infectious enthusiasm to every aspect of the sport. Whether it's cheering on teammates, diving into relays, or participating in team bonding activities, his excitement is a driving force for the entire team. His energy is the kind that can turn an ordinary practice into a celebration of hard work and camaraderie. But don't let his cheerful demeanor fool you. This swimmer is also a fierce competitor with a determined spirit. As an 8 and under, he also already accomplished something quite impressive. He has worked tirelessly to become legal in all 5 events. He mastered the butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, freestyle, and the individual medley, pushing himself to new limits every day. This summer, he sets his sights on becoming legal in breaststroke, a goal that might seem challenging, but his dedication has turned into a thrilling achievement. Each week when he finds out his swimming breaststroke and butterfly, his face lights up with a joy that is both heartwarming and inspiring. What's truly remarkable is how he balances his playful, goofy side with his committed to improvement. He knows how to use humor and fun as tools to keep himself motivated and focused in practice. This unique blend of lightheartedness and determination is what makes him such a special competitor. He understands that while it's important to push yourself to be the best, it's equally crucial to enjoy the journey and share that joy with others. So today, let's celebrate this incredible swimmer for more than just his achievements in the pool. Let's applaud his enthusiasm, his relentless pursuit of excellence, and his ability to make every moment enjoyable. He's not just a swimmer, he's a beacon of positivity and determination, showing us all how to combine passion with purpose. To our amazing swimmer, keep shining, keep striving, and keep bringing that incredible energy to everything you do. Your spirit is what makes our team truly exceptional. So the 2024 8 and Under Coaches Award goes to David Moore. Here we go.
All right, next is our 8 and Under girl. There is never a dull moment with this girl. Her contagious smile and laughter make her a joy to coach or just to be around. She is often at the pool deck all morning since her older sisters swim, and it amazes me how much energy she still has when she gets to practice. She is always excited to get in the water, and not just to goof around. While many her age like to play in the water during practice, she is almost always doing what she is supposed to, even getting into ready position before the coaches have even finished explaining the set. I don't think I've ever heard this girl complain about a practice because she is just so eager to swim. Though she does like to have fun and goof around sometimes, I have seen so much growth and maturity even in this young swimmer. I remember her first swim meet ever when she was just 5 years old, when she was terrified to get in the water and race. Though she still gets a little nervous before races, as soon as she hits that water, she's off. She's become a fierce competitor, swimming her heart out every single time, no matter the size or age of the swimmers around her. For example, a few weeks ago, she was swimming IM at the meet, which is a 10 and under event. Because of her 45-second time drop the week before, she was placed in the heat with all 9 and 10-year-olds. And even though she was scared, she decided to just race even harder and ended up dropping even more time. Her competitive spirit has led to a determination not just to race hard in meets, but to race her teammates in practice and ask for clinics to get faster or prepare for a difficult race. Having been on the team for a few years now, she's become a very responsible swimmer, always knowing what she's supposed to do and where she's supposed to be, and even helping her teammates to do so too. This young girl has become a great role model, and I can't wait to see how she continues to grow. So the 2024 8 and Under Girls Coaches Award goes to, drumroll please, Marcely Billock.
All right, Marcely is not here, so we're going to move on to our 9-10 boy. At the start of the summer, this boy absolutely amazed us. His improvement over the offseason had been exponential. His strength and skill in swimming had skyrocketed. And as a result of that growth in skill, his confidence soared as well. He began asking questions, learning names, participating in Friday Fun Day, and leading his lane. He is always focused, even when surrounded by distractions. He's always attentive to coaches, always engaged in practice, and is constantly observant of older swimmers, watching and learning from the more experienced kids. We've really admired this guy stepping out of comfort zone this year, whether it be in the lanes or out. He's beginning to find his drive in practice and his voice outside of it. And that drive to improve exceeds the limitations of a 45-minute practice. Many days, he spends his afternoon at the pool choosing to work on his strokes rather than playing. Any coach will tell you that putting together relays on a Saturday is chaotic and stressful. But I have never had to go searching for this kid. He's always where he needs to be when he needs to be there. And I can't stress enough how helpful that can be. I've really enjoyed watching this guy grow, watching him compete, and I can't wait to see how much further his hard work will take him. A wise man once said about this kid, he is quiet but attentive, small but mighty. I am proud to present the 2024 9-10 Boys Coaches Award to Eli Stoll.
All right, on to our 9-10 girl. To be mindful means to be attentive, aware, or careful. This girl has embraced that word in its entirety. This girl is new to the team, and despite being on the quieter side at first, she jumped into and embraced the Lancer's spirit and attitude. She can be seen cheering her friends and teammates on in relays and during their races. Not only has she made an abundance of friends on this team, but she has brought some of her own to join as well. She very quickly grasped the Lancer family ways, and at times has functioned as a mediator and peacekeeper with her friends in her lane. During a dispute over lane order, she came up with a solution that everyone agreed with, and there's been peace since. With an attentive nature, she gives her full focus during practice. She pays careful attention to correction and advice that is given to her. She perseveres during practice to block out distractions so that she can soak up every bit of learning that she can. Speaking of learning, this girl has the initiative to ask questions when she has them and seeks to understand and learn from them. For example, during the beginning of the season, she would often be in the coach's tent asking questions about relays and how the meet went so that she could better understand. From the start, this girl was checking in with the coaches about her races, even before it was mentioned to the age group as something they should do. This girl has a determination that is inspiring. At the beginning of the season, she was only legal in freestyle and backstroke, and since then, she has become legal in all 5 events, which is not an easy feat. The drive to improve and grow has been apparent all season, and we are so proud to see how far it's taken her. I'm proud to present your 2024 910 girl, please, drum roll. Sophia Speed.
Our 11-12 boy. Throughout the season, this boy always sought various clinics with various coaches. This last week, I had the opportunity to coach a few of them, in addition to coaching his practices. I can say with full confidence that this boy has an unmatched work ethic. His dedication and drive are remarkable. Daily, he shows his determination to improve by leading his lane in practice, pushing himself during every set, even the ones he doesn't love, quickly and correctly applying feedback, and constantly checking to see if he is executing his strokes correctly. This boy is always focused, never needing a reminder of what set we are on or what is going to come next. His ability to consistently incorporate new techniques into his strokes especially stands out to me. When I challenge him to work on something, he not only applies it to that swim, but also to the next swim in the days to come and in the weeks to come. Toward the middle of the summer, we were working on open turns. I gave this boy a correction, and ever since then, at every wall, I see him apply and try to improve in this area, whether he thinks I'm watching or not. This type of dedication to improvement is what makes this boy special. His motor never stops. I was working with him on a breaststroke clinic this week, and he was going all out, sprinting every drill to make it as close to a race as he could. I told him to hop out, and we were going to put it all together from a dive. And although clearly exhausted, when I asked him if he was ready, he said, "Yep, I think I'm good," dove in and sprinted yet another lap. This boy also knows what it means to be a Lancer. He supports his teammates, quickly befriending all those in his group, ensuring no one is left out in any activity. I always see him smiling before, during, and after our practices. Sometimes I'll even catch him grinning after he nails a drill. After his practice is finished, this boy is always on deck, watching other practices or talking to other swimmers. He has no obligation to stay longer, but he always wants to be there. He wants to be at every practice, every meet, every Spirit Week activity. He wants to participate in a clinic every day. His passion for swimming and his unwavering commitment to both his personal growth and his team truly embody the spirit of a Lancer. It is a privilege to recognize such a hardworking, dedicated, and supportive swimmer. The 11-12 Boys Coaches Award goes to Andrew Kamitsky.
All right, for our 11-12 girl.
This 11-12 girl's dedication is evident with every aspect of her involvement with the team. Whether she's cheering on her teammates at the end of her lanes, pumping not only them up, but herself as well, pushing herself to her fullest potential during any challenging set that even the older kiddos would be lazy about, or even just helping out after meets, taking the time to help her coaches out, she consistently shows her commitment. What definitely sets her apart, though, is her ability to shift the vibe with her teammates, causing a domino effect around her. If you're watching any race, she's the first person you'll hear cheering well, which will eventually spiral into a group of Lancers cheering all together. If you look at the clerk of course, this girl will be leading younger swimmers to where they need to be, taking care of and looking out for the little ones. If you're setting up for a meet at home, you'll see this girl always lifting a chair up to do her part as a Lancer. This dedication has taken this girl to be one of the greatest leaders in her age group, and I'm fully confident that this dedication and ability to excite her teammates will lead her to success no matter what she pursues. Our 11-12 girl Coaches Award goes to Emma Kramick.
13-14 boy. This swimmer is a very hard worker and an amazing listener. Each time I would give him advice, he would apply it immediately and to the best of his ability. After I would tell him something, he would ask me if he applied it correctly. He would also ask me if there was anything else I noticed that he needed to work on. This especially stands out to me. He truly is set on improving not only his speed, but technique, which pays off quite well. While I don't get the privilege to coach him much, I see his constant attentiveness and positive attitude that really sticks out. I don't think I've ever heard this boy complain about a hard practice. I see this boy constantly pushing himself to his fullest potential. He practices his technique as well as his speed. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. When this swimmer puts his mind to something, he can do it. And he's truly shown this to be true during these past 2 years on the team. It is always challenging to try something new and to put ourselves out there as we get older. But that did not stop him as he joined the Lance family last year and dove headfirst into the sport. He's put so much effort into swimming, and within these 2 seasons, he has become legal in all 5 events. Learning new strokes is very difficult, especially for someone who did not grow up swimming on a team. The amount of effort and dedication he has put in to learn what he has learned is very impressive and very encouraging. He shows that with the right amount of perseverance, learning something new is possible even when you do not grow up in the sport. I'm so proud of how far he has come, not only as a swimmer, but also as a member of our Lancer family. I've seen him talk to more people and build more bonds with his peers. He truly is a wonderful part of our Lancer family and a great example to our newer swimmers. The 13-14 Boy Coaches Award goes to Jonathan McNeil.
All right. 13-14 girl. When we think of a leader, we tend to think of someone who's outgoing, outspoken, someone who we often find very noticeable. And while there are definitely many leaders that are just that, there are also leaders that are soft-spoken and only loud when they really need to be, that can fly under the radar at times, but still really make a big impact to those around them. And this 13-14 girl did just that this season. She is a quiet, diligent worker, and during practice, she's always trying to correctly apply the techniques or the crazy drills that Coach Jonathan's giving them. Her desire to improve is apparent as she checks in after each race, but is often so surprised when she wins heats or drops time. She may be seen as one with few words, but she has demonstrated a great passion for our swimmers and for this team. One of my favorite things this summer has been to watch her finish her race and then promptly turn around at the wall, still in the water, and start cheering on the rest of her heat, not letting the fact that she is out of breath stop her at all. During meets, you can often find her at the end of lanes, cheering on anyone and everyone, And trust me, she's not soft-spoken then. She values this part of being of the Lancer spirit so much that she would ask me to take attendance during team meetings so she could learn everybody's name. This young lady is such a positive light to anyone who gets the opportunity to interact with her. And I have thoroughly enjoyed getting to know her better this season, see her come out of her comfort zone, and even at times raise her voice to some unruly 910s. But ultimately, it's been a joy to see how much this Lancer family means to her. And sadly, she's not here tonight, but to add to my point, she's currently in Germany, and she texted Jonathan for swim workouts so she could swim while she was in Germany. So our 13-14 Girls Coaches Award goes to Emily Quigley. He's like on it. Joyce like, I got it. Just kidding. It's me again. It's me again. All right. Okay, 15-18 boy. For many of us, myself included, the idea of trying something challenging, brand new, and taking a chance by putting ourselves out there may stir up some unpleasant feelings or some anxiety, especially as we get older. Which is why I greatly admire the willingness, whenever I see it, to do exactly that, especially in a teenager. But this 15-18 boy did exactly that. He adamantly told his mother he wanted to try swim team this year, even though he knew it would be a great learning curve for him. From the very first moment he jumped into the pool to show me what he could do, he had a can-do attitude and a determination that he was going to do his best no matter what. Well, that can-do and strong desire to learn and grow as an athlete and a swimmer has carried him really far this season. He quickly learned that an hour-long swim practice is no joke, and there are a lot of ways that your body must learn how to move for someone diving right into this sport. But throughout the season, I never saw a glimpse of defeat from this young man. Each practice, he would come eager to learn, determined to keep going, even when he admitted his body felt incredibly awkward doing what I asked. And he demonstrated great resolve and self-control to just focus on his own personal growth and development as a swimmer, instead of comparing himself to others. And it paid off, as he has gone from barely finishing that first 50 free he ever tried to show me to being also legal in butterfly. But I think I saw his focus most on display during Lapathon, when he ended up in a lane all by himself, with no one other than himself to push him along. And he swam for 30 minutes straight, completing significantly more than those 2 laps of that first 50 he showed me just a few months prior. And if all this was not enough, he challenged himself to also learn water polo and embrace the crazy fierce competition that happens on Friday mornings. I've enjoyed watching him dive right on into the positivity, the determination, and the family attitude that the Lancers value so much. So our 15-18 Coaches Award goes to Aaron Jeans.
Courageous, caring, curious, capable. This girl has shown her unequivocal value and importance as a teammate and a Lancer this season. Courage is the complement of fear. Someone who is fearless cannot be courageous. Before her races, this girl is at Clerk sitting and thinking about exactly how she's going to race and what the outcome of that race will be. Though what she cares about most is not necessarily how she finishes in the race, it is her reaction to whatever the results may be. She shows true courage through her humility. Whether she is faced with the crushing feeling of loss or the happiness of a win, the first thing she does is hug her teammates and tell them how well they did. She has a caring heart for the children she coaches and her peers. This shows itself through her kindness to everyone she talks to. I've never heard her say a mean thing about someone, something her innate integrity would not allow. As a swimmer and coach, she is curious, constantly asking questions. She would come to me and present me with a problem, seeking a solution. Maybe she was unsure of how to correct a kid whose knees were turning out too far in breaststroke. So she would search for a solution through asking questions. The most successful people in life are those who are in the constant mindset to learn, to be taught, and who stay curious. That criterion defines this girl's mindset. She is capable. Despite being one of the best breaststrokers on this team, she knows she is capable of more. She stays and works tirelessly with Coach Jonathan or with her peers, trying to push herself up to the very peak of her capabilities. Not only does she push herself, but she pushes her teammates. She certainly pushed me this season. She made every breaststroke race extra exciting and challenging. I know this is only the start for her, and what a wonderful start it is. She will continue to grow and improve as a coach, swimmer, and lancer. I'm so excited to see what she does in the future because it will be special. All right, the 15-18 Coaches Award goes to Lily Smith.
All right, and then every year we have one boy and one girl Lancer of the Year. This is a swimmer who has gone above and beyond even the expectations for the Coaches Award. So this is one swimmer from the team, a boy and a girl, who really, really stood out to us above all the other swimmers, throughout the whole year. We're going to start off with our girl. Though she be but little, she is fierce. I'm pretty sure Shakespeare was actually writing about this girl when he said that. Might need to double check that with him. And although he did do a pretty good job of describing this swimmer's resolve, I'd like to add a little more. Throughout the year, I've coached this girl, and I'll use 3 adjectives to describe her. First, this girl is determined. Pretty sure that if she could, this girl would swim all morning, perfecting every aspect of her strokes. Unfortunately for her, the other age groups do have to practice too. At the end of her practices, she is always asking if she can do just one more 50, just one more dive, just one more breaststroke pull-out. Her focus is incredible. As soon as she hits the water, she's completely locked in. I don't have to remind her what's next or explain a drill a second time. One time I even made up a new drill and she perfected it the first time anyways. She is so focused that she will often tell me what we're about to do based on what we've just done and what the focus has been for that day. Before her races, she sits behind the lanes, looking straight forward, getting ready to swim and race whoever is next to her. Her team spirit and her attitude towards swimming are contagious, which brings me to my second adjective. She is delighted to be able to swim every day. She takes no practice for granted, showing pure joy at the opportunity to get in the water each morning. She is constantly found running up and down the lanes during swim meets, cheering on and encouraging her team. She enjoys every second of practice, even when it gets hard. At the end of a specifically challenging practice, we were about to sprint an 100 IM. While this announcement solicited groans from most members of her lane, this girl threw both hands in the air and said, "Yes!" There was another practice where we ran a simulated meet. Each swimmer would swim through every event, treating it like it was an actual swim meet. We finished backstroke, and as she was walking back around, I heard her sing out, "It's time for breaststroke." Finally, she is disciplined. She possesses the ability to analyze and critique her own strokes, telling me what she did wrong and how she will fix it before I can offer any advice. She is self-motivated, constantly pushing herself to get better. She knows what she needs to work on, and even when it is less fun to push herself, she chooses to take the steps necessary to improve. An example of this was after practice one day, she and some friends asked for a group clinic. While the extra time with friends would have been fun, she recognized that she needed to work on a different aspect of her stroke. The ability not only to realize what she needed help with, but also the maturity to forego fun in favor of self-improvement is an outstanding quality found in very few. This last week, we were working on a sprint 25 from a dive. Even when she was tired and wanted to do a different stroke, she told me she would swim butterfly instead of breaststroke because she desired to push herself, not to take the easy way out. This girl embodies what it means to be a true lancer. Her determination, delight, and discipline set her apart and serve as an inspiration to her team and coaches alike. Her hard work and passion for swimming are truly remarkable, and it has been an absolute privilege to watch her grow and excel this year.
What exactly is a lancer? A lancer is a knight, and a knight takes either on challenges or defends the castle. This girl just does that. She bleeds the red and black. She loves challenges, whether it's in IMs during practice or doing longer distance swims in certain strokes. She actually welcomes these challenges with either that yes, or sure, or just a simple okay. She also defends the castle or pool against our various opponents. It doesn't matter what event or what heat she gets put in, she goes out there and gives nothing less than her all. You can tell it is her awe because she gets that look of, here I come, gets in that stance, and that stance says, bring it on. If I ever go into battle, I want her on my side, never against me. What else goes into it making of a Lancer? It's team spirit and camaraderie. This is the first season I've really heard this girl talk, but this girl can get quite vocal. It can range from silly to excited to scary to happy to listen up. She is right there in the middle during cheers, and right after the cheers, she is getting her relays together. I don't think this girl knows a stranger because she is not doing those first couple of things. She's usually found on the sides of the pool, cheering on her teammates, cheering with the other coaches, or she's on the side watching the races, especially the older swimmers, and seeing what they're doing, and then taking it back to practice to try herself. When it comes to her races, she is talking to the other swimmers, wishing them luck on their races and clerk of course. She stays in the water till everyone is done in her heat and makes sure to congratulate anyone that's near her. The camaraderie even comes more into play when everybody knows her, and usually she knows most of them too. She knows everyone's strengths, whatever strengths are, and praises each and every part. Is there anything else that goes into making a Lancer? Why, yes, it is being a leader and a role model. This girl is usually one of the first to the pool or team meeting and one of the last ones to ever leave the pool at the end of the day. You never have to tell her anything twice, and sometimes if others don't understand, she takes it upon herself and explains it to them as well. She is the first to her lane every day, always ready to get in even before the coaches are even ready themselves. Usually the first in the water, starts warm up as soon as she hears what it is. She is normally leading her lane, is always willing to demonstrate drills others don't understand, or ask after she does it to see if she did it right or what should be adjusted. Her head's always above water, never talking when the coaches are talking. We never have to be looking for her or wonder where she's went during a meet. She just made such a great leap this year in her age group, and everybody has noticed. During practice, she leads through her actions with very little words, unlike outside the pool. But when excited, we know because she jumps the gun, tells the coaches what is coming or coming next in the set. Been a great role model too, because once and has the drive to continue to want to get better, and how she needs to do it, and then asks the coach for multiple clinics, knows which specific coaches to go for certain skills. Just amazing to watch. The last part of making of a Lancer is just having that it factor. The it factor is really being someone we love. For some people, they are born with it. For others, it's something we've had to discover over time. It is not about following others, but about learning about yourself, being authentic, using your God-given talent. They fully accept their identities as people who are appealing and captivating. They possess charisma, magnetism, a strategic vision, and a business-like attitude. For this swimmer, there is nobody happier to be at the pool than her. She always has a smile on her face. Her energy level is unlike I've ever seen, which is a level that's even too high for us to even match. But it is contagious. I have seen it flow from her to the rest of her lane, to the age group, to her age group, to the coaches, to when the coaches are even down on themselves, especially in practice when they ask her to do something particular, or why did you do that with your stroke? It's usually, I don't know, or oops, or uh-oh, or oh. And you cannot help but smile when you see her through her actions or from the things she says, from when potentially her goggle breaks during practice, turns to you, goes, goggles broke? I go, yep, definitely kaput. Does that stop her? Nope. She gets out, goes find her siblings, grabs their goggles, gets back to practice as quick as she can to make up those laps she missed. It is just simply astonishing. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage your 2024 Girls Lancer of the Year, Miss Ellie Smith.
All right, now our boy Lancer of the Year. I've known this guy for a long, long time. In fact, I've known him for all 15 years of my existence. I know his highs and his lows. I've seen his ups and his downs. And man, this summer has truly been a highlight. He didn't always have a passion for swimming. He was born into a summer swim family, a family of Lancers, and he participated in the swim team the first several years he could, but more or less against his will. He didn't enjoy swim, and he didn't think he ever would. He didn't think he was good at swim, and he didn't think he ever would be. So as he got into his preteen years, he decided to leave the swim team. He thought other sports were cooler. Pfft, what a fool he was. But being constantly around Lancers at home and everywhere else, as well as the realization that a summer without a swim team is absurdly boring, he decided to give the Lancers another shot. And then a transformation happened. A passion for the Lancers was instilled. And I believe I have you all to thank for this, for helping him find his fun, for being the reason he enjoys and loves being in the water. And so he began competing fiercely, participating in Lancer events enthusiastically, and became a coach in training as soon as he could. And this year, I see him being a true leader of this team. I see this leadership in the way he sacrifices his time. He shows up early and stays until the bitter end, setting up, tearing down, and keeping the pool deck running efficiently and energetically in the middle. Through rain, through blazing heat, through biting cold, he's been there for every minute. I did the math, guys. That's 10,256 minutes, approximately, which is 171 hours. So if someone were to stay at the pool, on the pool deck for a week, day and night, that wouldn't be enough hours to match the amount of time he's devoted to this team. And that's just what we see on the pool deck. That doesn't count the hours of writing Lancer of the Week speeches or planning Friday Fun Day, and believe me, the list goes on and on. I also see his leadership in the way he sacrifices his energy. There's never a dull moment with this guy. For example, in any second of time he has in between the age groups he coaches, when any normal person would be trying to find a moment to relax, he's in the water practicing his flip turns. And at swim meets, he's leading cheers and hyping up swimmers before their races, or timing their swims, or chasing them down for relays and clerk of course. He's the class clown, the hype man, and an all-star all rolled into one. This constant devotion he shows to the team is not in any way how an average teenage boy would choose to spend their time. But he does. For you. For us. All 10,256 minutes. I see his leadership in how he practices. His refusal to settle. His refusal to skip sets when he's fighting injury, sore, or cramping. His refusal to sit at the back of the lane and give 50, 70, or even 90% effort. Because he has set a standard for himself, and that standard is 100%. And every day he perseveres to hit that level. And he even defies the laws of mathematics and exceeds that standard. So it is my honor, privilege, and pleasure to coach alongside and swim alongside, rather, to swim behind this man. He daily displays all Lancer attributes of enthusiasm, sportsmanship, initiative, respect, perseverance, dedication, work ethic, coachability, cheering, attendance, promptness, loyalty, and leadership. A leadership that incites respect from the kids he coaches, his peers, his own coaching staff, and even opposing teams. For all the kids out there, he is truly Sigma.
So true. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but rising every time we fall. True character is only shown when adversity is present. This boy has proven himself to shine brightest in the face of adversity. The 2024 season has been one that has shown him unique challenges, but he has been unfaltering in his devotion to the team, the effort he puts in, and the inventive ways he problem solves. His team devotion is unmatched, a leader like no other. He steps up not only when called upon, but completely on his own initiative. That translates itself in leading deck cleanups, organizing clinics, being the ultimate hype man, and even making sure every coach gets a treat when parents bring us food at the end of practice. Thank you, parents. His effort this year has been unlike anything we've seen before. Partway through the season, he was met with a problem. He had injured his arm, causing him to not be able to swim. Instead of taking it easy and waiting for recovery, he was impatient in the most positive of ways. He was asking every day when he could get back in the water, when he could start practicing again. Some people would want to be cautious after an injury. This boy had the opposite idea. The second he could get in the water again, he dialed it up to 11, pushing himself 10 times harder than he had pre-injury. He was leading the lane, pushing himself out of his own comfort zone, working on things he had previously struggled with, and making the decision to excel. The thing that stands out most to me about this boy is his inventive problem-solving abilities. The Dale City meet this year had a notable delay due to rain. Instead of letting the kids get restless or tired, he kept them ready to go for when the event started back up again. He led cheers and got all the kids up and dancing. Then when the meet started again, he led what may have been a record-breakingly loud cheer, getting kids from every age group to make one of his famous boats to cheer on Levi, the one Lancer swimmer in that heat. Passionate, persevering through whatever the summer throws at him, a Lancer through and through. He feels deeply for this team and for every kid that has swum for the Lancers. The Montclair meet this year was set to be close. We had a chance to win, but it was likely we would lose. He made it his mission to make sure every kid was properly hyped before this race. If you heard someone behind the lanes getting the kids to whoop and yell, that was him. He made every kid believe in their abilities and believe beyond a shadow of a doubt that they could and would win their race. And of course, he's always waiting for false starts because he wants to be the one to jump into the water to get the kids, even if that means clearing the pool deck and hurdling over obstructions. I think I speak on behalf of the whole coaching staff when I say it has truly been a pleasure to coach, swim, and just be friends with this boy. He's an absolute joy on the deck, helping in every way, and he's also there to talk about anything and make you smile with some of his unique humor. I'll miss being on deck and seeing him next season, but I know for a fact that he can only grow from here. As a teammate, as a Lancer, you'll be hard-pressed to find someone better. All right, your boy's Lancer of the Year is Silas Yoho.
So we keep all the Lancers of the Year on plaques. And so that way they are commemorated each year. This is now the second plaque. But it's just a really cool thing to be able to go back and see all the previous Lancers of the Year that have won. And they are forever etched in this plaque. And I'm just so grateful to be able to have this as part of our Lancer family memorabilia too. All right, we are gonna go ahead and do a picture with all the Coaches Award and our Lancer of the Year winners. So parents, if you wanna come up and grab a picture, and guys, go ahead and stand up. All right, scooch up, guys. Ellie, come here. No, stand up here. Be tall. All right, let's give them all a really big round of applause. All right, we are going to take just a few moments to recognize our seniors. We have 6 seniors. There's already noises coming out of here. Oh my goodness. We have 6 seniors that have graduated and are going to be moving on from our Lancer family, at least in regards of that we will not see them necessarily on deck all the time moving forward. So we are going to just take a few moments to recognize each of them. So when I call your name, go ahead and come up. Olivia Dukes. Adriana Cortez. Sophia Salem. Mallory Hintz. Rachel Scott. And Ramses Mendoza. Stand on the steps. We're going to talk about you now. I know. Wait, what? How fun. We're going to talk about you. Really? Actually. All good things, all good things. All right, man, guys. Stand up right here. So we're actually going to share some words about these seniors. I'm first going to share some words from Coach Jonathan and myself, but he penned them. Okay. Here we go. It is crazy that this journey is coming to an end. Coach Jonathan has known some or all of you for 5, 6, 7, even 10 plus years. And many coaches don't get to say that. We all have been on this journey together. Coach Jonathan, more so than me, has been able to watch you all grow up. And at the same time, you have seen him grow up as the person he is today. You have all had a major impact on making that happen. Each and every year, you came back older, wiser, and ready for new challenges. You guys challenged us to grow as coaches, and for Coach Jonathan in particular, to come up with better and more challenging sets, to the point where he did a lot of research where you all would get a little nervous, never knowing what practice was going to be like. But at the same time, you all know that after an hour practice, you were going to be exhausted. You got pushed because we knew you could handle it. The goal every year, especially from Coach Jonathan, is to make sure that your swimmers match his year-round swimmers or just flat out beat them. This group never disappointed. You rose to every challenge and raced every race with your full heart. And that's all we can ask for. Thank you to you all and to your families for trusting the coaching staff, and particularly Coach Jonathan, who was still learning at the time, who is now continuing to grow and come back to this team. And he is striving to get this team back to the promised land. To the end, he says, hope guides me. That is what gets me through the upcoming days and nights to the fact that you are all gone from him and our sight collectively as a Lancer family. But it's not going to be the last time that we get to see any of you. You have made us better coaches, which has also led us to be getting better swimmers and ultimately better people. That we will never be able to repay you all for. Congratulations from the swimmers, this team, and the coaches. There is always going to be a home here for you with the Lancer family. Now, I have not known them and known you quite as long as Jonathan has. But you guys, I'm going to come down here so I can actually see you guys. You guys have a very different, that was a bad idea. Why did I do that? That was a really bad idea. You guys, I have not known you for 10 plus years, but you guys were young teenagers when I came and joined the Lancer family. And you embraced me and all those things that we talked about that a Lancer family is. This group right here is a big part of the group that taught me what being a Lancer is really about. And I am very grateful that you accepted me with open arms, that you were all in on whatever I decided I wanted to do and how I wanted to lead this Lancer family. And that means so much, especially as teenagers, because we all know that they're not always all in on everything. So the fact that you guys, at the ages of 12, 13, were all up for just embracing me and going on this ride with me, and for some of you, I've gotten to see you develop as coaches and lead you in that as well, has meant so much. So from Jonathan and I, we both thank you guys. Thank you for your time, your dedication, your love for this team, for being role models to all of these kids out here, to know, so they see what it means to really be a Lancer. We're always gonna be here for you no matter what. We're always your family. So make sure you come back and visit. And we're gonna miss you all very much. Okay. Let's give them all one more big round of applause.
So as you can see, we've done some amazing things this year, and part of the reason all of your kids have been able to do so well is our amazing coaching staff that we have. So at this point, we'd like to take this opportunity to give some gifts to our coaches. So first we have Aiden. Adrita. Aubrey. Karina. Gideon. Kyan. Adriana. Gabby. Jimmy. Emily. Lily. Addie. Titus. Jack. Caleb. McCager. Coach Mallory. Coach Rachel. Coach Silas. Coach Ramses. Coach Naomi. Coach Brian. Coach Hannah. And Coach Anya.
So it has been said that we have a large coaching staff. Maybe. But if you have not noticed, and I know a couple of you have because you've said something to me about it, when there's this many coaches, I can put 3 or 4 coaches in a lane, and your kids are getting that much more attention, love, and growth. That is happening every single day of practice because there are that many more eyes and that many more hands and that many more hearts that are helping your kids. I could not do any of this without them. So please just take a moment before you leave tonight. Make sure you tell them thank you. They have done an amazing job this year. They have learned and grown so much. They are all teenagers, y'all. They're all in high school, okay? And they have done an amazing job with your kids this year. And I am so grateful for them. So let's give them all one more really big round of applause. Coach picture, if you want to get coach picture. Thank you, coaches. Woo! All right. It's like the next best part of the whole night. It is food time. Wait, don't move. Oh, sorry, not yet, I lied, I'm so sorry. Very soon, it's next, after this next thing. Okay?
Sorry. We honestly didn't tell Coach Lorton or John about this till very last minute, but a couple of our coaches wanted to say a little bit of something, so. 12 years ago, I was an annoying brat. At 6 years old, I was first started swimming, running away from my coaches, jumping out of the water, if you would even call that swimming. No Ramses, they would say. My lack of swimming skills, desire to play. However, there was one coach that never gave up on me. When no other coach saw what I was capable of, he stayed patient. Very, very patient. Although I definitely did not like his stubbornness in teaching me how to swim, little did I know that this man would be a guiding force, transforming me into the swimmer and young man I am today. Through countless hours of practice, he not only taught me how to be a hardworking swimmer and coach, but a respectable young man as well. Coach John, your influence on me goes beyond the pool. You instilled a work ethic in me and mindset that will guide me for the rest of my life. Words cannot describe how grateful I am for your mentorship, patience, and relentless commitment to helping me grow. Thank you, Coach Jonathan, for helping me find this passion in my sport. Thank you, Coach Jonathan, for believing in me when nobody else would. Thank you, Coach Jonathan, for making me who I am today.
The coaching staff also wanted to give a thank you to our head coach, Coach Lorton. Coach Lorton, as the head coach of this often crazy coaching staff and team, you have shaped us into not only better coaches, but more well-rounded human beings. You give us the direction we need while also giving us the liberty and independence to do things on our own, make mistakes, and grow. During our evening practices, you work tirelessly, having to teach during the day, and then come right over to the pool to lead and instruct all of us. You stay up late doing our meet entries. You answer our miscellaneous texts, answering random questions at all hours of the day, all while being a mother to 2 young children. We appreciate all that you do. I appreciate you always giving me good advice before my races, talking me down, telling me to believe in my own abilities, helping me get out of my own head. You gave Ramsey support after his races. When everyone was tough on him, you'd pick him up and get him to keep on fighting. You sympathized with Silas and, in his words, his complete inability to kick. And not only did you teach him how to swim, you taught him how to love swimming. Mallory thanks you for being the one to bring enthusiasm and energy to the sport of swimming on the pool deck every single day. You encouraged Caleb with your ever-present uplifting spirit and have made the Lancers feel like his family. Most importantly, you inspired so many of us, like McCager, to become coaches ourselves. And we seniors are going to miss you, miss coaching under you, miss coming up to you after our races, miss the fun you bring to practices, and the family that you have built on this swim team. We love you, Coach Lorton, and you have made an impact on every one of our lives. Thank you. That one's Jonathan's.
Let's give all the coaches one more big round of hands. So now I think it's food time. So what's going to happen is all the kids are going to go out through the double doors here, out back, and there's a treat waiting for you. Parents, we need you to stick around in here so we can run through our quick annual meeting. I promise it won't be long. Then we're going to all come back in here and get to watch the final thing for the night, and that's our slideshow of everything from the season. All right, so children, please walk.